Ugh. In only the first 10 days of 2025, the wealthiest people in the world, I think there's 77 of them, the article said. The wealthiest people in the world have already polluted, used up all their CO2 credits, or whatever you call them, carbon dioxide, taxes. The wealthiest, all right, too fast for you. The wealthiest people in the world have already used up all their CO2 emissions for the year. Within the first 10 days of 2025, the wealthiest people, Taylor Swift, Elon Musk, the Gates, the Bezoses, all those people. What's up, Bandito? You've been woke. That's right. Good. I'm glad you're waking up. Too fast. We need you to comprehend. Critical comprehension skills here. But within 10 days, the wealthiest people have already polluted more than we could in 50 years, I believe the article said. 10 days. You got to think about that. Next time you're recycling, I don't even think this is recyclable, but next time you're recycling your yogurt cup or your plastic water bottle, remember, Taylor Swift takes a private jet to go refill her water bottle. So, systemic change and all. It's an interesting article, and I wanted to bring it to your attention because I don't think some people realize that, listen, we can recycle, us working folks. We can put our pizza boxes and cardboard boxes and all the Amazon boxes in the recycling all we want, but that's not going to stop the pollution that's happening. Back when I was growing up in the 80s, the late 80s, there was Aquanet, and it was big news. Aquanet, the hairspray, was making a hole in the ozone, and collectively, as a people, even the corporations, they were like, well, we're not going to do that aerosol spray. We'll do a different kind of spray. And the people stopped using it, and everybody worked together because I think everybody respected, hey, we got one planet. We got to fucking save it. The litter bug myth is class war propaganda. 100%, Bandito. It makes you think differently about Hootie the Owl, Woodsy the Owl, whatever his name was. That give a hoot, don't pollute. We should come up with a new one, an orca whale. This is something like, stop taking your private plane when you could take a train. We need to come up something. Keep the ear and eye open, always. She made that money, she deserves it. Okay. But here's the thing. Make all the money you want, deserve all the money you want, earn all the money you want. Do you get to trash the planet for everybody else? Do your kids have to suffocate when there's no air left? Are your kids going to fight in the water wars because Taylor Swift is polluting the planet and we have to look into desalinization? That's the next step, and then the water wars come. Hi, Haven. Hello. So check out this article because it's interesting that we're only 10 days into 2025 and already the wealthiest people have polluted more than us working class people will have polluted for 50 years. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. I'll design a new Hoodsy the Owl or Hootie the Owl who used to in the 80s and 90s. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's probably on YouTube. He had the green overalls and little green hat, and he said, give a hoot, don't pollute, hoo hoo. He didn't say it like that though. But maybe I should design an orca whale. This is, stop taking your plane, take a train. Why don't we hear about more private trains, Let's make that cool. Hip hop, you got to get on it. Instead of fly like a G6, you got to do choo-chooing what's a private train? I don't even know. Like a Thomas the Train, We got to make it cool for Taylor Swift to take a train to all her concerts. There's another interesting article, or it was an article, it's a podcast embedded in an article about dynamic pricing. And it's by this Lindsay, I forget her name, Lindsay Owens, Lindsay something. She's an amazing scientist of the economic theories. She's really smart. And Jon Stewart interviewed her a while back when he had his Apple podcast. And since that interview, I was like, yo, this lady knows what she's talking about. I follow her, and she just did an interview on a podcast talking about how if you go to the store now and prices are not existent, or maybe, you know, prices don't seem like what they were yesterday. It's because corporations have figured out that on Taco Tuesday, because everybody wants tacos, they're going to charge you more. And that's going to become the new norm. So you got to listen to that. You got to listen to that. What was the other thing? Oh, there was a CEO, health insurance CEO in Florida who got overpaid $5.7 million to a company. And instead of giving it back or saying, hey, I think this 5.7 million was supposed to be 50,000. Instead of all that, she ran for Congress. So these people don't go to jail. They actually get to run the country. And it's so in our faces now. I wonder if people are waking up to this, if they're paying attention, or if they just don't care. Angels sing. What's up? What time is it? This is going to be a short one because I've been spending all day trying to get a tire changed, and I got to go check and see if it's done. But there's a couple other, what was the other news story? There's a few news stories I wanted to bring to your attention. Just today has been not the best, but everything's always working out for me. Everything's amazing. Everything is good. Though it's almost the nick of time before this tire shop closes and the flat tire needs to be changed. So I wanted to bring this stuff to your attention. I want you to read the articles linked down below. Bandito, wicked good to see you. Too Fast, thank you for joining. And if you're new here, hit subscribe. I do news commentary 5 days a week outside of the emergency or the flat tire or whatever life is throwing at me that day. But I gotta go check because I think it's been about the time that they said I could come back and check on the car. So I gotta go see if my tire is fixed so I can drive out of here. Oh, I gotta tell you about the story getting here. I drove 10 miles on a flat tire, stopped at a gas station to fill it up with air while I could hear it hissing. Absolutely horrifying. But I made it here safely. So thank God, everything's always working out for me. I'm blessed. So yeah, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join me next week when I go live every weekday. We talk about news, commentary, I try to bring stuff to your attention, fascinating things, and give you a working class, anti-capitalist perspective on things. So I appreciate everybody who is up in the chat. And I'm sorry this is a short one today, but I have to go check on this car. I pray it's done. I've been doing this since noon. So, all right. Much love. Peace.